Hi, I'm Ron de Parmesan, and this is your Newscats briefing. Meow, the skies over Beirut erupted in chaos as Israel launched its most intense airstrikes yet, targeting Hezbollah positions across the Lebanese capital. At least 18 lives were snuffed out in an instant, with over 1,650 injured in what Israeli officials call a necessary response to ongoing missile threats. This latest assault comes on the heels of Hezbollah firing approximately 130 missiles at Israeli positions just hours earlier, a stark reminder of the tit-for-tat nature of this conflict that has raged since Hamas's unprecedented attacks on Israel in October 2023. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, addressing the nation, declared, "Together we will win. A year ago we suffered a terrible blow. In the 12 months that followed, we transformed the reality from one extreme to another. The entire world is amazed by the blows you are dealing to our enemies." His words echo the sentiment of a nation on edge, determined to neutralize what it perceives as an existential threat. But make no mistake, dear viewers, Hezbollah isn't backing down. Their deputy leader, Naim Qassem, dismissed Israeli claims of having significantly weakened the group, stating, "Israel's claims about having hit most of the group's medium and long-range missiles is a dream that they have not achieved, nor will they achieve." He vowed that the Islamic resistance will continue confronting the Israeli enemy, further indicating that Hezbollah would carry on with its operations against Israeli forces in retaliation for civilian casualties and leadership assassinations. The human cost of this escalating conflict is staggering. Over 1,200,000 Lebanese have been displaced, with schools transformed into makeshift shelters. The United Nations estimates that $425.7 million in aid is urgently needed to address this growing humanitarian catastrophe. The United States has pledged nearly $157 million to international efforts aimed at providing food, healthcare, and essential relief supplies across Lebanon and the affected regions. The Bank of Israel reports that the ongoing conflict is costing the Israeli economy a staggering $600 million per week. Meanwhile, Lebanon's already fragile economy teeters on the brink of collapse, with unemployment and inflation soaring to unprecedented levels. The conflict has exacerbated issues such as high unemployment and inflation, with economists projecting a contraction of up to 5% in 2024 due to intensified cross-border attacks. Israel's military operations increasingly rely on cutting-edge technology. The IDF's Hezbollah platform, an AI-driven system, generates real-time target lists, while precision-guided munitions and drone surveillance have become staples of their tactical arsenal. Despite Hezbollah launching over 10,000 rockets since mid-October, Israel's advanced Iron Dome defense system has intercepted many of these, highlighting the significant role of technological advancements in shaping this conflict. The international community watches with bated breath as the conflict intensifies. The United Nations General Assembly adopted Resolution ES10/21, advocating for an immediate and sustained humanitarian truce, with 121 votes in favour and only 14 against. However, the UN Security Council remains deadlocked, with multiple resolutions proposed but often vetoed, notably by the United States. As we delve deeper into this complex and evolving situation, I urge you, my dear viewers, to stay informed. Subscribe to our channel for round-the-clock updates on this critical conflict that threatens to reshape the Middle East. Your engagement helps us continue bringing you unbiased, in-depth coverage of world events. This conflict is but the latest chapter in a long history of hostilities. The 2006 Lebanon War saw similar patterns of escalation, resulting in widespread destruction and loss of life. That 34-day conflict led to 1,191 Lebanese deaths, predominantly civilians, and 158 Israeli fatalities. Today's events echo those dark days, with both sides seemingly trapped in a cycle of retaliation. The legality of these airstrikes is under scrutiny. International humanitarian law, particularly the Geneva Conventions, requires distinction between military targets and civilians. The high civilian toll raises questions about adherence to these principles. Filippo Grandi, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, noted that there have been many instances of violations of international humanitarian law due to these airstrikes, which have resulted in extensive destruction of civilian structures. This conflict extends beyond Israel and Lebanon. Iran's support for Hezbollah adds another layer of complexity, potentially drawing in other regional powers and complicating any path to peace. The southern suburbs of Beirut, known as Dahir and a stronghold of Hezbollah, bear the brunt of the Israeli assault. Once bustling neighbourhoods, Miao lie in ruins, with local hospitals struggling to cope with the influx of injured civilians. Military analysts warn that this could be just the beginning. The fear of a broader regional conflict looms large, with the potential for other Iranian-backed groups to join the fray, potentially drawing in global superpowers. As the sun sets on another day of violence, the people of Israel and Lebanon brace for an uncertain future. The path to peace remains elusive, obscured by the smoke of airstrikes and the fog of war. I'm Ron DeParmesan, and this has been another Newscat special report. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more updates. Meow!